Hi, welcome to Neighborhood News. John Sylvia here with Carlos Cesar, co-host. Carlos, Tuesday night again?
It's Tuesday nights, and we're back again, Channel 95. It's 7 o'clock at night, and we're back with one more show of Neighborhood News. And for our Portuguese listeners out there, like tradition, we want to welcome them. Sejam bem-vindos a mais programa das suas notícias da sua vizinhança. Hoje nós voltamos, é dia especial, é dia de Natal. Nós queremos desejar a todos Feliz Natal e próspero Ano Novo. Nós vamos ter hoje convidados aqui com evento que vai acontecer já este final do ano. I just wish them Merry Christmas.
Okay.
It's 25th, Christmas Day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is a show that we're going to dedicate to a very special event.
Yeah.
And I will let you...
Okay, well, we have City Councilor Pat Casey here, and we have Gail Furtado, who is with Forever Paws here in Fall River, and they're going to talk to us about the polar plunge today. So, welcome, folks.
Thank you very much for having us on and letting us get out to the people of Fall River to let them know about this polar plunge.
Okay, great. Well, let me ask you, Councilor, how did you folks come up with this idea to do a polar plunge? I know this is your third year, right?
This is our third year of having the polar plunge, and I had looked it up before, and I believe that our first year was the first year there was ever a polar plunge done in the city of Fall River. We couldn't find any time in previous years that it had ever been done. It's been being done in Newport and Westport and here and there. So, in fact, it was Perry Long who said, it's a good way to raise some money. And I said, gee, that would be fantastic, and we could raise money to help the animals of the city and the nearby communities, because Forever Paws is a great shelter. It's a no-kill shelter, and it's a great shelter, and they do such good work there. But everything is done on donations. So this was a way of us being able to do something that wasn't going to cost us any money to create the polar plunge, but yet all the money we brought in would be given to Forever Paws. If you give $1, the whole dollar goes to it. There's no expenses, no money at all taken out for anything. So to me, this was a great thing. And that's when we started it, and we pursued it. And the first year, I believe we raised around $8,000 or $10,000. And we had a lot of people come down and go in, which was very, very surprising. Last year, again, we raised around $8,000, and many people came down to do the polar plunge. In fact, John, I believe you were one of them that went in the water. For 2 years straight, I've gone in the water, and I'll also be doing the polar plunge again this year, God willing. And I believe the mayor is going to do it, and there's quite a few people from City Hall that are involved in it, and so many people from the shelter. Gail, which is the president of the Forever Paws Animal Shelter, doesn't go in because her doctor warned her that she can't go in. So my doctor hasn't really said nothing, so I'm just going with the flow.
Right.
Well, Gail, could you talk to us a little about the shelter? Because Fall River doesn't have an animal rescue league like a lot of cities have. So this is an all-volunteer shelter then, right?
Right. We've been in existence for quite a bit of time now. We are a no-kill shelter, as Pat pointed out, and we take in abused and abandoned animals, and we have, right now we have anywhere from like 115 to 120 cats at our shelter, and we have about 60 dogs at our shelter. And we do rely very heavily on donations. I mean, we have a staff of, I think it's 5 full-time staff members and 3 or 4. I have one person I call per diem that comes in when I need someone to come in to help out. Outside of that, it's all volunteers. And I have a fundraising committee of about 18 people. So this is what we're doing constantly. And when Pat said, how did this start, the polar plunges really has been something Pat's been talking to us about for several years, because as you know, she's down at the Sandy Beach, and she's always talked about doing something down there, and when she finally decided to do it, this is something that was really her brainchild that she really wanted to do. So I've got to give her a lot of credit for doing that. And Mayor Flanagan has really helped us out and been very supportive of us for the shelter. The shelter has been, on Linwood Street for quite some time now, and I think it's been we're going into our 9th year come February. So we have, we hit some rough patches along the way, but we always seem the people of Fall River and the neighboring community has been very helpful and resourceful in helping us out. So we're out there, we're always looking for volunteers and people to come out, and it's a great community involvement. We give back to the community also. We go to nursing homes now, we work with, we've done some programs at Durfee, the Atlantic's Charter School, so we try to give back to the community as well as taking from the community, and just doing outreach programs. And we get a lot of community involvement through the court systems also, so we do a lot of that to give and take. So I think that's very important to help, as much as we can, and we do as much as we can to help out.
And what kind of pets? You have, mutts, and you also have some purebred dogs too, right?
We do get
I
some.
just wanted to bring out one thing. Most places will not take care of the cats. They don't have the room, and they don't have the facilities, and Forever Paws has really come forward with taking care of the cats, and as many as they possibly can. And I know that Ed Lambert, our former mayor, him and his wife Mary, were very involved in being supportive and help donate money to create the cat room. And I think that it's something different than a lot of the shelters, because a lot of the shelters will not accept any cats.
So how big? You said there were over 100 cats, right?
Yes.
So it's a pretty big shelter then.
Well, it's not really a big facility. I believe, I will always say, and continue to say, we've built this shelter on nickels, dimes, and quarters. We still collect bottles and cans to help us raise money. That's just one of our many fundraisers. But we've got 2 main rooms that we have, and Diamond Vocational helped us build the shelter, and then when they couldn't continue to do it, we had a couple of contractors that continued to help us build in the shelter. So we have a lot of people that have always volunteered. I mean, we actually, a very sidebar story here, we actually cleared the land ourselves, as I remember Pat and myself and a few other volunteers, board members, going out there, and one of our board of directors actually almost cut off a little bit of Pat's finger as we were cutting through the bushes and everything. So, Pat talked about giving her blood, sweat, and tears. She almost gave her finger that day, but we did everything ourselves. We did as much as we could and continued to do, work the land ourselves because we needed it, and we needed to get out there and do it. So we do a lot of the work, again, and we have a great, I will say that we have a great staff. I think we have one of the best staffs we've had in a long time, and I'm very pleased with the staff that we have. And they, we look for volunteers, we look for foster homes, to come in and help us out. We just have a great program going on. And just for a little plug here, I don't know if anybody's seen, but again, talking about, we're here at BCC tonight, and BCC has a new program starting in January, and we're also going to be working with them at our shelter. They're going to be coming to our shelter and they're going to start a vet care program, and they're working on a first aid program, and they're going to be working with our animals at Forever Paws. So I've been, on the ground working on that and on a committee with them and with the treasurer, Beverly, and we're working to try to facilitate that at our shelter to help out the community, because it's a grant funded for people that are looking for jobs, again, helping the community, and we just saw that as a win-win situation. So I've been working on this for about, I think it's been almost 6 months, 8 months that we're trying to get that going too.
Let me ask you this too. You said last year it was like 8,000 to 10,000 that you raised. So, just by you folks telling me that you have 100 cats, that doesn't sound like that money lasts too long just to feed 100 cats. So
No, it doesn't. And the thing is, that's why we're doing it again, and that's why I'll continue to go in the water, because the cause is such a good cause. These people that work down there and dedicate their time on the board and everything else, they're the ones that are doing the real work. And all we're doing is trying to get as much money as we can to make them have the things that they need to keep the operation going. And the Forever Paws keep them in business, because without them, where are we going to bring the animals? Where are they going to be able to survive what they're going through or survive the outside? This here, it's a great shelter. In fact, I did want to bring up also that the land had been, there's so much that's been donated to make this happen right here in the city of Fall River. The land was all donated by Tom St. Pierre and his wife, and his father and mom. And I think that with everyone doing everything they can to keep the costs down and to either donate or help with the situation is what's created such a facility. And if you haven't gone there, I ask you, please go down and see it. It's a great place, and there's so many great animals that you can choose from.
And you know, and I really didn't know the story, so it's nice to hear it. And this is another good story about Fall River, that folks have saw a need and went out and did something. And I congratulate you guys for doing that. That's great, because it's just something that the city couldn't handle, and volunteers went out and made this better. So that's great.
But what we need now is we need people to be involved.
Okay.
We have a pledge sheet that anyone could call Gail, and her phone number is 508-67-80804. They can call the mayor's office, or they can call myself, and either we can get a pledge sheet to them, or if they want to send donations, which already I've been getting checks in the mail, that they know I do it every year, and they're sending me a check ahead of time. So it just makes you feel very good that people are right there to do everything they can to help, because the money is what we need, and that just makes us want to go in the water even more.
Great. And can we put that up on the screen?
The pledge sheet?
Well, and we have the pledge, we weren't able to get that up on there, but there is a pledge sheet. But right now, if we could put it up on the screen as to, and we have it here, the polar plunge, it's the information there with Pat's information, and also the city, I guess the mayor's office is another point of contact.
Definitely.
And before we go to that, I would like to get some more information about the event, the hour, what time. Did you get there before the time?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
People can, the event is going to start at 10 o'clock, but what we'd like to do is for people to they can pick up their pledge sheets at the mayor's office, they can pick it up at Forever Paws, or they can call the number that Pat just gave, and I'm willing to deliver pledges. I've already had a couple of people call me up and ask me for some flyers. We're going to be putting the posters and the plunges in, or the plunge posters anywhere we can, and the flyers, and what happens in the past, the first year when people came in, they actually had groups of people that did it together and did a competition, which I think would be really nice if people could do that again, to sort of show how they worked all together as a group. I thought that was really great. So there's a lot out there that we can do that. We also have, now we're on Facebook, and we also have a website, foreverpaws.com, so people can get the information off of that, but it's right down, on Sandy Beach, and that's at the bottom of Mount Hope Avenue, Atlantic Boulevard. The race will start at 10 o'clock, so people should try to get there early and have their pledges ready, and, we're going to have a table set up. We're going to try to be a little bit more organized this year than we have been in the past, just because we need a little bit more room, and again, depending on the weather and how much, if there will hopefully be no snow, but we'll have to set up there, and we'll have volunteers from, Forever Paws that will set up, and we also have donation jars if people just want to come down and see the people going in the water and just throw a couple of bucks in a bottle or something. That's fine too. But it's a great event, and I think people really enjoy it. And then in a couple of years, we've had some hot chocolate and some Dunkin' Donuts down by the water. People bring their cameras down and really get an event going on. And we have the policemen and the firemen down there and helping us out from the city, which is also a great event. And it starts off, I think we're sort of the event that starts off the New Year's Day event. They're doing the first day for the city of Fall River, so that's also nice, that it gets everybody from the city together. I think that takes care of all of that questions that you had. But again, if you can't get out there and see, if you get a computer, Facebook, and foreverpaws.com will give you all our information. And I think people really, that go down there, it is crowded. You have to get there early. If you come down, if you expect to get there at 5 of 10 and get a place to be there, you better start running and walking, because you're going to get down there really quick.
The way I see it, you guys raised a good amount of money.
We did.
If you raised $1 per person, should be 8,000 people there.
Exactly.
That's not the case.
Not the case.
So that tells me that people usually donate more than $1,
Yes,
and people donate and don't go,
absolutely.
don't make it there. But, so, and if you want to help and you cannot make it there, if you know a friend of yours that's gonna go, just sponsor that person, and that person now, the money will be double.
Exactly.
Him or she will be on the water, but will be raising double the money for the cause, so.
That's it.
A lot of people, even if they don't know of anybody who's going into the water, they'll still send a pledge, or they'll send it directly to Forever Paws, and everything, we put everything together, and everything is a total of what's going on. But I did want to bring out another thing, that the mayor is in full support of this. He's the one that makes sure that we have enough of police down there, and enough of the fire truck, and anything in case there was some type of emergency. And anybody who's going in the water does have to sign a form to not hold the city responsible for anything. And they also have the harbor master down there. So, I mean, they're on the water, they're on the shore, and if anybody has any problems, they're right there for us.
And I just wanted to mention too, I believe the mayor's office created a Facebook event
Yes.
page that I've seen, so there's another thing to look at too, for the information, so. And I can attest, I know Pat, because you said, you're the organizer of this, but I know, I got there, I think, last year at 9, and you were already having a hard time finding a parking spot, so
Yes.
you're right, don't get there at 10 of 10, or 5 of 10.
So it's the first event of the year.
It is.
It starts the year off, it
Yes.
starts first day off, and that's why it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and then it goes back to Kennedy Park at 12 o'clock, and, it's a way of, with me, I feel like it rejuvenates me for the coming year.
Yes, yes, that, no, and definitely it's a good cause, and the first event, and I'm happy that's another event that's done in another part of the city, and that's what makes me very proud, that's all these neighborhoods put together and try to help out fundraisers and events, and this just gives us a movement on the city, and every neighborhood has something, has an event that really identify the neighborhood. So your neighborhood, it's pretty much identified by now by this event, the first year, that what makes the neighborhood together, come together. Like John has something on his neighborhood,
Yeah,
the famous, the houses,
Yep.
that you guys give prices away
But-
to make sure that the houses are nice and clean and maintained and all of that, so, and,
And I think this is a great event. It helps the animals, but I think it's also a great community event, and to go into the water and fall over, it hasn't been done before, and you go in, the clarity of the water, I was telling Pat before we started this, great. I mean, so, and this, I think maybe this will move toward people seeing this, and they'll start pushing along with yourself to try to get the beaches
The
here.
beaches,
Fall River.
yes,
You know,
yes, we
Yeah.
certainly want to see. Maybe next polo plunge will be from one of the beaches in the city of Fall River. That's what I'm hoping for. But it's something that's, I think it's great for the community. I know a lot of people had to leave the city of Fall River to be involved in the polo plunge. So this here gives us the chance to have anybody in the city participate in this. And also, people from other cities have come and done this polo plunge with us. So it's just great.
Yeah, no, that is, that's
Maybe we
great.
can get you to do it this year, Cesar.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad?
No, it's not that
Yeah,
bad.
I wanna see the pictures of you in the water.
No, it's not that bad. But actually, I can just go
Yeah,
through it. We have a few
let's
pictures
see
here.
some-
Hopefully, I
some
don't mess this
pictures
up.
from-
But this, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No,
This
it's okay,
this
it's
is
okay.
just
Go ahead.
the information on the cover thing, but
Yes.
just going to move through. This was, Pat, from the first,
This must have been from the first
is
year,
the
because
second.
I
Oh,
see
this
the
is-
Attorney Torres there.
okay.
This is actually the second, because
So
that's
no,
our
this is the first
AC
one.
No, it's our ACO officer, Manny, he didn't do the first one, and that's our manager. That's the second.
Oh,
Well-
I'm positive.
But, well, Carlos, they don't look cold, though, do they? They look like they're having fun.
I don't know. I see somebody there very scary. I don't know.
A little shivering?
It doesn't look like they're cold, so. And that's the Mayor Flanagan.
Mayor,
Yeah,
Yes, it
so
is.
that's, and he
That's the
doesn't
mayor.
look like
He
he's
went
cold.
in and he got soaking wet, he went underwater.
Yeah.
And that's our purpose, is to dive in.
Yeah.
Go under, all the way.
And, you know, to me, the folks don't look cold there. This, I think, is the same year.
That,
So,
Yeah.
on the back there, it looks like Richard without the glasses.
oh, jeez, I don't know. We'll have to ask Richard if that was him. I don't know. And, here we have
I
Council
think that's,
Casey.
I'm wrapped up tight, and I got nice warm boots on there. That
Was
was
it-
after the plunge.
Oh, it was after,
That was
okay,
after the
okay,
plunge.
okay.
I was going to say, if that was before, you never went on the water.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, let me go back. Oh, all right. Well, actually, this is a great picture right here that I had seen, Counselor, because
That's
I think
snow,
it was
right?
a warm day, you were saying, right? But that kind of is a little scary there to see the snow on the ground, seeing that you're going to go into the water.
Yeah, we had to really,
first year?
that was the first year. We had to really clear that snow away so people could park.
So
But it was great,
I give people credit for that then.
definitely.
And here we
Yeah,
go
that
again,
was,
the stairs down with
snow.
all the snow.
But you can see how many people came to watch. And all the people who came to watch also made a donation.
Cool.
Whether they had already made the donation or whether they did it there.
Okay, again with that snow, I'll tell you. I don't know, if I would have seen the
Makes a
snow the
beautiful
first year.
picture.
No, it's a great picture, but
You
to
know,
see the
makes a
snow.
really nice picture.
And here's
And
Mayor
that's the
Flanagan.
mayor starting it off.
And it looks like you're going to be
Yeah,
running in a few
I'm
seconds
getting
with it,
right in
right?
there.
And there you are.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this is the first year.
Yeah.
I was barefooted.
And just as you're
there's our
saying,
harbor
the
master.
harbor masters are here, right?
I thought you was going to jump out of the boat.
No, they were just making sure that we were safe.
The water was cold?
Oh, the water, it's a shock. It's a shock. Even though we had nice weather, it's a shock.
And again, it looks like folks are having fun. I mean, nobody looks like they're freezing.
No,
Yeah.
no, it is. You get all psyched up, you know?
And I'm hoping I can get back to this. What
To
was the
the,
button? Was it info?
Let me try to get the,
The next, we have another round on the other side. Maybe we're going to end up, here we go. Get some pictures on the rest of them. But I had taken some, hopefully we can get to them, I had taken some from last year.
Last year.
And actually, there
I'm
are
glad.
some nice pictures of that area, how, you know, when you go down there, it's, if, you know, and I live in the south end, but when you go down, you don't actually go down there unless you're from around there. And to see the pictures, the Mount Hope Bridge in the distance, very, very pretty. You know?
Yes, it is. So many people come down there now and just sit on the benches and have their lunch or something, because it's such a beautiful view. And I'm so thankful that, you know, every day of the week I get to see it. And I certainly like to see people come down there and enjoy it. So it's great. And especially for the polo plunge, I ask everybody to please be involved. Even if you can't donate, that's okay. Come down and cheer us on. So it'll keep us a little warm. The more cheers, the warmer we get.
so the pictures that we're watching now are was last year.
Yeah, last year, and they have what is it, a mat, Counselor?
We put a mat down
That's the
because a
best
lot of
picture for
people.
me.
Yeah.
This one is the best
Yeah,
one.
there we go. We can
All
go
right.
inside. And we have a
Oh,
couple
there's
people-
Natalie Mello.
Yep.
She was getting ready to go in. There's so many people that are involved. It's really unreal.
And I believe
Yeah.
Counselor Rigo.
There's
Rigo,
Rigo.
it's
Councilor
there,
Rigo
yeah.
went in this past year. He said he's going in again this year.
And we
So,
have the mayor here again.
yeah, getting us started.
Have some more.
And
There was no
we-
snow on the ground that day, thankfully, and there's people running in. Really, really cool. It's, if you haven't done it, definitely try it. It's a bucket list thing, Carlos.
Yeah.
And some more people running in and out. And Elvis
Yeah.
was even there, I think, last
And
year.
there's my daughter, Erica,
That must
and
be
my
him
little boy, Nick.
with that suit.
That's
That was Elvis,
That's
yeah. He
Elvis.
came down as Elvis last year.
We have
And there's the
mayor
mayor and the mayor's mom.
again. We had to throw a couple of these. me and
Yeah,
my
oh, there
daughter.
you go, all right.
That's it.
Very good, John.
And Counselor, I had one of you last year,
Yeah,
too.
thank you so much.
That was to prove me that he went on
That
the
he
boat.
went in, he
Yeah,
had
that's
no
right,
credit,
actually went.
that's right. Exactly.
I just have this last, there's one
Lot
more
of
picture after
smoke.
this week. There was that, you guys had that fire there, but
They're going to do something different today, because, this year, because something must have been wrong with the wood being wet, so it created a lot of
Yeah.
smoke.
But this, just this picture too, I mean, I think there was something on the stones there, but I didn't get, in the distance is the Mount Hope Bridge, very, very pretty there. I mean, and I think that sometimes we don't appreciate what we actually have here.
Yep,
But,
yep.
you know.
No, and it's a beautiful part of the city, you know. A lot of people that even travels on Bay Street, they never went all the way down to the beach.
To see it,
To
yeah.
see it, to see it. Just a drive by, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is.
And
It's
the
a very nice
sunset,
area.
the sunsets are just unbelievable. I think we have the prettiest sunsets there.
Well, it's funny, because today, coming home, back into the city, I work in Boston, the sun was setting over the battleship. Absolutely beautiful
Beautiful.
coming in.
It is,
You know,
it
and
is.
we don't appreciate that.
Yeah, I
and,
know,
you know,
I know.
You got to take
take it-
time to just, take it all in and really enjoy it, because we are very fortunate. Our whole city is all waterfront, so, and I think a lot more is being done with the waterfront, and that's something that we have to continue working on, because it's a priceless gem we have.
Yes, yes. So we probably have a couple of minutes left, so.
So if you folks just want to give the information again with the mayor's phone number, or who to contact, and we can, give that before we go.
Okay, and I'd just like to say the mayor sets it all up for us down there, and he's the one that has the coffee and hot chocolate and the donuts. He doesn't bring any alcoholic beverages, but I've seen some down there to get a little shot after or before, I'm not sure, but he doesn't bring that
You know,
down.
we Portuguese, we bring that all over.
Is that right? Well,
Oh, yes.
maybe you'll
All
come
over.
down and
Yeah,
visit
there you
me
go.
either before the plunge or after the plunge, I'm not sure. But it's on January 1st, it's a Tuesday, it'll be held at 10 o'clock, it's at the bottom of Mount Hope Avenue and Atlantic Boulevard. And I try to let you know that you should get there a little earlier, because you can have a donut and some hot chocolate before we go into the water, but you'll also possibly find a parking place. Parking sometimes is tough, but if we all work together, we'll make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to see as the plunge takes off, and hope we have another successful year and a very healthy year, and we've never had anyone get hurt so far, so I thank the Lord for that, and but we have people there that will address any situations at all that occur.
Very good. Thank you, Pam.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
thank
And I thank you very much for allowing us to be here, and again,
pleasure.
come on down, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
and you're gonna have to come back so we can talk about your neighborhood,
I certainly will,
okay?
certainly will,
And
anytime
she-
at all.
And they can come back and talk about what happened at the.
What happened at the plunge.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We will
that'll-
see what happened there, and we will talk about the neighborhood.
The neighborhood,
Yeah.
okay,
Very good.
all right.
And it's the end of one more show
Yep.
and one more year.
Yep.
So it's the last show for this year. Being the Christmas Day, I want to wish everybody a happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
and
It's
Happy
gonna
New
be
Year, and I
2013.
see you in 2013.
Yeah, Happy New Year.